In this video we will discuss about AC generator. So AC generator is a device which converts the mechanical energy to the electrical energy. Now, principle. It is based on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. That is, whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked with the coil, then induced EMF is produced. Now let us do the construction of this AC generator. It consists of two poles of a magnet, that is north pole and south pole, and we have a armature. Basically armature is a core made up of soft iron over which we wrap a large number of laminated copper wire. So we wrap a large number of copper wire, and one loop of the wire I have drawn over here. The two ends of this wire is attached with the commutator, or we call it as a slip ring, that is C1 and C2. As this armature rotate, this commutator will also, this slip ring will also rotate. These two commutators are further attached with the brushes B1 and B2. These brushes will remain fixed, and these commutators remain attached to these brushes, or we can say that the brushes B1 B2 provides a electrical contact to the electrical circuit. So I take the resistance of external circuit is capital R. So this armature is rotated. I suppose it is rotated with angular velocity omega. Now if you see in another way, suppose this is our north pole, the two poles of a magnet, and this is the armature. Basically it is a core over which a large number of laminated wire are wrapped, and two ends, one is updated with the commutator 1, brushes B1, C2, B2, and then a resistor. This is your rod attached with this armature, or this armature is fixed over this rod, and this rod is known as an axle. So this axle is rotated by a different means. If it is in hydropower station, so high speed water is used to rotate this axle, and if it is thermal power station, so then we use high pressure steam to rotate this axle. So as axle rotate, this armature will also rotate. So what is basically happening if you rotate this armature? So see here, I am having, this is your plane of this armature. Armature is along this plane, and the direction of this surface area of this armature is perpendicularly upward, shown by a stick. Now a magnetic field is along the direction of this pen. As this armature rotate, see here, as the armature rotate, the angle between this stick and this one magnetic field keep on changing and it become parallel. So if you keep on rotating, the angle keep on changing. So as theta is changing, we can change the magnetic flux. Now, so first we calculate what is the magnetic flux linked with this single loop of armature. So that is Bs cos of theta. If this armature is having capital N number of turns, then total flux linked will be equal to NBs cos of theta. If this armature is rotated by an angular velocity of omega, so then we know that angular velocity is equal to angular displacement divided by time. So from here theta will be equal to omega t. So our formula becomes NBs cos of omega t. Now according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, the induced EMF is equal to time rate change of magnetic flux. So here d phi b by dt. So we put the value NBs into cos of omega t. So differentiating it, so what we get? So induced EMF is equal to minus NBs constant. I taken outside the differentiation sign, and we are left with only cos theta. So we will differentiate this cos of omega t. So here minus NBs, differentiation of cos is minus sine of omega t into d omega t divided by dt. So solving little bit, so minus minus become plus, so it is NBS sine of omega t, and omega is again constant, I can take it outside, so dt by dt is again 1. So finally what we get, it is NBS omega sine of omega t. So further we can write it like this one, NBS omega sine of omega t. So this is your induced EMF when you rotate the armature, or you rotate the armature by a angular velocity omega. If you write in the standard form or in simple form, E is equal to E naught sine of omega t. So here if you compare this one, the E naught will be equal to NBS omega. So this is your peak value of induced EMF, where capital N is a number of turns, total number of turns, B is a magnetic field, S is a surface area of armature, and omega is your angular velocity with which the rod, with which the armature is rotated. So this is your induced EMF produced by the armature when it is rotated with angular velocity omega between the two poles of the magnet. And it is observed that the induced EMF varies sinusoidally. So if you draw the graph between induced EMF and omega t, you find a sine graph. So here the polarity of this induced EMF keep on changing after a definite interval of time, and its magnitude is continuously changing. So that is why it is known as an alternating voltage. Now I want to know the different position of the armature with respect to the induced EMF. Now in the first situation, the position of the armature is along this direction. We know that the magnetic field is from north to south, that is along this direction. If I position the armature, suppose this is your plane of armature and direction is always perpendicular to it, along this direction. Now the position of the armature is along this direction. Suppose this is north and this is your south pole, and armature is placed along this direction. So see here, direction of magnetic field and direction of this surface area of this armature is along this direction. So both are having both are in same direction. So the angle is 0 degree. So sine 0 is 0. So induced EMF will be equal to 0, and it is represented by this point. Now if you rotate by 90 degree, so that is along this direction. So it is represented by the second one graph. So here magnetic field is from north to south along this direction, and the direction of surface area of this armature is along this direction. So both are making an angle of 90 degree. So here along this direction. So both are making an angle of 90 degree. So sine 90 is how much? Sine 90 is 1. So E is will equal to E naught, that is maximum value of induced EMF. So that is represented by this point of the graph. So further you rotate it. So if you rotate with the same sense of rotation, so I have rotated by 90 degree. So now the direction of the surface area of this armature is along in opposite direction, as it is represented by this one. Magnetic field is again north to south. Both are making an angle of 180 degree, and then sine 180 is how much? 0, and it is represented by this part of the graph. Now again you rotate it by 90 degree. So as you rotate it by 90 degree, so you will find that this much. So here you see the surface area is downward direction. So here direction of the surface area is downward, and the magnetic field is again from north to south. So what is the angle it is making? Then angle is 270. So sine 270 is -1, and armature is represented by this part of graph, that is fourth one. So similarly again you rotate it by 90 degree. So again like this one. So as you rotate it by 90 degree, it will be along this direction. So see, the surface area of this armature is along this direction, and magnetic field is also north to south along this direction. Both are making angle of 0 degree. The sine 0 is 0. Again the induced EMF is represented by this part of the graph. So these are the different position of the armature. Thanking you.